Welcome, viewers. This is Wadidja. As what did you do? What did you think? What did you enjoy? And here we are today to enjoy the first Descendant as we get to enjoy it on PS5 Pro. Uh, it came through. Super happy about it. Uh, this is the nice box it came in. Uh, Everything arrived on time and in order. I'm trying to get it in focus and in frame and perhaps level. Um, like I said, super happy about it. Um, Very thrilled, and everything has been looking really good. Um, this broadcast here is to give us a test on how it's all going to look on um, in the first Descendant, as far as how it handles the update for the PS5 Pro that Nexon released. Um, it's a lot harder to get this balanced than you might think in the image. But yeah, you get the point though. Yeah, we got the PS5 Pro. Super happy about it. So let's kind of jump in here and see what the image quality is looking like for the game. Um, this is actually a sort of rebroadcast of what I did yesterday after uh, 3 other videos, but unfortunately my mic was freaking muted, so I'm kind of redoing this video. So it's not completely fresh as the first 3 were in regard to testing, game testing for the PS5 Pro. But I still want to kind of reproduce what I did to preserve the point of it, and to also to have the point available and dedicated for you viewers as well. Um, like I said, this screen right here, I'm not really noticing much of a difference, but to me overall, this is like I say the 4th game I've tested with the PS5 Pro. This is the 2nd day since I've received it. Um, Everything has looked that much better than it ever did on my end of the of things. I am curious to get more feedback from you viewers, and the means in which you are viewing everything, to know what improvements you can see as a viewer. Um, like, to me, when I pull it up on my phone to monitor chat, I can notice a difference during the live broadcast. It's not as much of a difference as far as what comes through as I thought.
Welcome.
But I am noticing a difference as far as the quality once the video gets processed on YouTube's end of
Welcome,
things.
viewers.
Um, but yeah, I decided to go with the lovely bunny here for this introduction of things. Let me move my camera here for a second. Um, but yeah, to me, I'm seeing a difference right away. It's just far as how clear and stark everything is looking. Um, it's like having it in fidelity mode with smooth frame rate. Um, let's see here. The options for everything can't even be adjusted in this. So can it? Yeah. Oh, I can't change the mode, but I can do this frame rate generation and a motion blur. I'm really not sure exactly. Well, I don't really like to fuck with the motion blur thing, to be honest with you. But this frame rate generation, I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do, and Nexon doesn't seem to provide us an explanation about that. Um, let's see here. There's daily tasks. Figure try to do do a daily task or two to try to make some progress to that or something. I don't know. Maybe the battle pass. I think there's a few more things I need to do for this. Is it? Wait. This. Right. So hard difficulty missions. Then you got to go directly to these missions. Basically, battlefield missions, void fragment, and void fusion reactors. Or outpost. Outside of that, I haven't noticed this increase on its totals. So let's just pop on over to White Knight Gulch for a second. I always need neural shit for the crystallization catalyst. So let's see what we can get while we sort of do a demonstration of what all things look like on the PS5 Pro. Like I said, one thing I wasn't sure of yesterday is if the regular PS5 had a upload for the broadcast video quality to 60 frames per second, because like off the rip, the default setting when I loaded up the PS5 Pro was at 30 frames per second, and it's been so long since I changed anything in regard to that, I wasn't sure. But yeah, PS5, the regular PS5 has a upload broadcast to 60 frames per second, as well as the PS5 Pro. So they both do that. I still need to put some more levels on Ajax, and I also too need to put some levels on a few weapons. This is not really an optimized build, but let me see something real quick. He's non-attribute.
Let me tell you
dimension and tech. Non-attribute. Wait a minute, which ability am I trying to enhance here?
Let me tell you how I managed to come back from the void.
Apologize. Let's see, non-attribute, dimension, tech, maybe. Hold on. But one thing I am noticing is just, like I said, just how stark and crisp everything is in the detail. It's really, really, really nice, to say the least. I know I gotta put more levels on these things, so I'm just, there we go. Okay, let's, a whole lot of general rounds. Okay, let's hope we don't run out of ammo. Shit, we don't have Fallen Hope. I tell you, they really do need to have a search parameter for this here, because this is just terrible with the way, just how time consuming it is to deal with your reactors. I hate it. Hate it. What's that? But I really do hope that this does improve the quality of the broadcast that I can bring. So, time will tell. Yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to do. Right. Okay. But yeah, playing back the 2 videos I did yesterday, or 3 videos, excuse me, that I did yesterday. I mean, well, I actually did 4 because, like I said, I did do this yesterday, but the mic was freaking muted, so that just was just a fucking flop. Hour almost of gameplay gone. But yeah, with the other 3 videos that I did for Warframe, Spider-Man 2, and for let's see, Stellar Blade. Like I said, the level of detail was just crazy. As well as having all the performance and frame rate of any other mode. So like I said, normally I don't see as much detail and stark clarity in the Descendant playing on PS5. Now the only thing I'm doing that's a little different to say than somebody just booted up their PS5 Pros. I am using the PS5 Pro, PS5 Edge controller. So there's that. But that's not going to really make a difference on what quality of image you all see. Like, everything looks great. Like, I mean, just plug and play without any real adjustments to anything.
Lol, and here I thought I was gonna go to sleep. Glad to see you back.
Hey, Matthew. Yeah, appreciate you stopping through, no doubt. Yeah, I I don't know if you heard me earlier say that I did this test yesterday, but like my mic was freaking muted, so like almost an hour of demonstration was just sort of wasted. So I'm doing the demonstration this time, but so it's, you know, my reaction isn't quite as genuine or fresh as it was before. I mean, it's genuine definitely, but you know, I have experienced the point, and you know, a few people did see yesterday's broadcast, but like I said, I want to kind of dedicate some nice footage to you know, the PS5 Pro for each game before kind of getting back to my typical grind of things. Yeah, like I said, fresh out the box. Where the hell's is there a main enemy? Oh, there he is. Is he about to die?
Glad to hear it.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not sure what kind of quality you all are seeing in your, you know, like on your end. If you can notice all the fine detail in the outfit, but when I was looking back at some of the footage, you know, from yesterday, I could see a difference. I just still though, when you broadcast, you still get these odd little frame rate dips, and you know, where, you know, the image is like a little grainy broadcasting, which, you know, this is without a capture card. I mean, I've seen other gamers when they do it get, you know, have the graininess as well too. I guess it's like a lot of times when it's like a lot of activity, you get a, like this,
I had a question that I forgot to ask.
Graininess. Yes, please go right ahead.
Insomniac's game slate for the next 5 years.
No, I don't think I've seen the game slate for it. I mean, I've seen a good bit about what they plan to do. Hold on, let me check. Let me try an option here. Frame rate generation. Let's try to see what that looks like. I mean, from what I do understand, everything looks pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's unfortunate that they let go of the whole, you know, DLC aspect to Spider-Man 2, but it'd be great if they at least pick up some aspect of the loose ends they let go of in, you know, future installments of other games, whether it be another Spider-Man title of some sort or crossover into something else. Like a Venom type game or even a Carnage game, who knows? But you know, and of course Wolverine, you know, things like that. So yeah, I'm up on the scoop on things. Is there something in particular you wanted to discuss, or
Shields are down. They need to be recharged.
or concerned about? I wouldn't doubt if you play Spider.
Makes me worried if they might cancel some other projects.
Oh right, yeah. I mean, that's the case with a lot of with all this shit. You know, you just never know when they're going to up and decide to be like, oh no, we're going to let this go. I mean, even with these live service games, you know, it's like you never know. I don't know why I don't know, maybe it makes be a system difference, but yeah, it's like my point of aim on my...
Shields are down. Need to be recharged.
How fluent my controls are, well, shit. Let's see here. Options. Gameplay, controller. X and Y,
I will
sensitivity.
say from what I've seen, it seems Wolverine will be the new face for their Marvel Universe once they're done with Spider-Man.
Oh, they ain't never gonna be done with Spider-Man. No way. No way. I couldn't imagine them being done with Spider-Man. That's their poster boy. They can't let that go. I mean, you know, the face of Spider-Man may adjust from one point to another. Oh shit! Did that apply the changes? Whether it be Miles Morales or I forgot the girl's name, the Asian female that they're talking about introducing as well. I can't see them letting go of it. No way. No way. You know, other things may, you know, come into play as far as, you know, titles are concerned, but nah, man, can't let go of that shit.
Back away. Stop.
God damn it.
Out.
Oh man, I should have went and reloaded. Fuck. Hold up.
Shields are down. Need to be recharged.
I'm not really sure exactly. Like this frame rate generation, I'm not really sure if I particularly like it. Because, like, I'm noticing like the numbers. Dude, are you serious?
Seems Wolverine might be the new poster boy for the time being at least, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point about the poster boy aspect, but
Shields are offline.
Is there no fucking ammo?
Shield.
Seriously? Oh my god, yo, this game is just irritating with their fucking, you gotta have the right fucking gun or you're not getting any fucking ammo bullshit. It's just so fucking irritating. I mean, it's like, get over it. Oh my god, dude, like, really? Can't change in combat. No fucking ammo. And killing these enemies to defeat. Okay, finally. Fucking ammo.
Silk is the name for the new Spider-Woman.
Right, that's who I was thinking about thinking.
No chance.
And that was way more difficult than it needed to be. Yeah, like I said, don't worry about Spider-Man going anywhere. You know, they considered a little hiatus while they work on other things, and it's good to bring other things to the table. I mean, they're only but so big and can only work on but so much. So,
Get behind me. Shields are down.
You're joking, right?
Need to be recharged.
Yeah, I bumbled my way through that. Yeah, I don't know about this frame rate generation shit. Me no likey. Let me see. In order to change anything else, I have to actually leave the freaking game and change it at the main menu. But yeah, it's like the way when I would pan my camera from left to right,
Don't know if you remember, but I suggested a potential John Kent sequel trilogy for hypothetical Superman games.
Suggest a potential John Kent sequel trilogy. Yeah. I remember we talking about that. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I remember talking about that. Let's try this Fidelity mode. It'd be really nice if they gave you some text about what change, the manner in which these changes are happening, and the way that they're happening. The same way they do with this motion blur. It'd be nice if they give you some kind of text explanation as to what it's doing for you. Like the ray tracing, I'm really not really sure just what that's going to make a difference for. I guess I should have tried it when I was over there. The other thing. Hold on. Let's leave it on performance here. My fault. Sorry about this. Let's put the ray tracing on. Leave the frame generation off. Because eventually I'm gonna put some timestamps in these things. It's just that managing my time, take care of my son. He's 2 years old, and trying to upload content too. It's a little tough to do every single thing I'd like to do. But the content's there. It's not too much of an issue to sort of skip through things. I do have like some automatic timestamp generation going on with YouTube, but I mean it varies as to when it's going to do that.
They could continue their Spider-Man games with May Parker, Peter's daughter, assuming he dies or gets crippled in SM3.
Yeah, of course. I mean, unless Peter Parker dies, they're not going to let go of his character. As far as bringing him into a game or having him a part of a game. And I mean this, and they may keep up with the. So like I said, right now we're dealing with performance, and we are dealing with ray tracing. Seeing what the quality is like. They may decide to go ahead and, with the Spider-Man 3, maintain the whole, character, how many characters you get to enjoy in relationship to the number of its series. Like Spider-Man 2, we're able to play Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Spider-Man 3, if they do the Silk character, Peter Parker, Miles, and Silk. Even if Parker isn't used, but maybe the least out of the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool if Silk was like the primary and then Miles secondary, and then Peter third as far as how much game time they kind of provide for you. But I don't know. They can split it up with side missions and stuff. At least that's my theory. Now I haven't heard anybody mention anything about that, but that would be cool if they did.
I just hope we get to see Peter and Logan interact at some point in these games.
Yeah. They'd be a fool not to do so. They'd be an absolute fool not to do so. Will that, and to me, something like that would be a nice, stealth drop in some particular game that comes out, whether it's a Wolverine game or Spider-Man game. It's like they don't even let you know, and then all of a sudden, boom, here's the DLC, whatever the circumstance, and you're, having some type of team up, with Logan having a lot of angst about shit. Maybe you have a little duke out at first, you know what I'm saying? That would be cool. And then allow you to have the duke out in both perspectives, from both perspectives of the character would be cool. The Spider-Man and Wolverine. That would be dope. So, like I said, there's so much that could be had with what video games can bring to the table, as well as movies from comic books. It's just a shame they just kind of limit themselves to what they think works, or what they think is popular. I've seen that recent complaint in regard to, what they got coming out for the Batman type shit. They just wear Batman's ass out. You get a little team up with Robin and Batgirl, or whoever the hell else they may have you fuck around with. But still it's we only know Batman. And it's like, dude, how many freaking cool ass shit there's to be had in the DC universe, let alone Marvel. All these universes, Marvel, whomever. And there's a whole shit ton of other comic books that had awesome freaking ideas, and it's like that they could generate, content for video games. Not funny.
Director has been tweeting shit like worlds collide, while showing pictures of Spider-Man and Wolverine fight.
Oh, really? Hang on, let me look at that whole statement. Sit your ass down with that fucking immunity bullshit. Let's see here. He said, Brian Horton, Miles Morales' director, has been tweeting shit like Worlds Collide, was showing pictures of Spider-Man and Wolverine fighting. Fingers crossed someday. Yeah, if they teasing you like that, something's in the mix. But there's a long time between now and then, so hopefully they actually do something with it, with the tease. You know what I'm saying? And they're not just leading you on. Hope they're not just leading you on. Oh yeah, Daddy, you know how it's gonna be. It's gonna be good.
Let's go.
And it's garbage, trash.
Loading.
So yeah, like the ray tracing, I don't know if I'm really seeing any difference at all. In this anyway. I know we'll leave it on until we see something negative or positive regarding it. But I don't notice any difference in performance necessarily, or anything that's causing me to be like, oh, that don't look right, that doesn't feel right. Like everything's just still stark and crisp. So I guess I'd need something like some water maybe, or
Hope you don't consider this a spoiler, but there are direct references and connections to Spider-Man in the Wolverine game.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. As well as what Incredible Hulk. There's, you know, I mean, I mean, some of these teases, you know, they could go somewhere or they could not go somewhere or they could just be fan service, you know. I think, you know, like I said, I gotta leave the game in order for me to change this for this next test with this fidelity mode. I mean, in general, I take it all with a grain of salt and try not to have any expectations simply because, um, you know, you never know. And it's just so much time, so much effort, so much money needed, so much of stuff to actually get something to full release and production. So you just never know what they're going to do. To me, a lot of times, like I said, I just look at it as like fan service. Let's try the fidelity. Oh, let's leave ray tracing on. See, I can change these in game, so let's just see what fidelity mode. No. Let's just do the fidelity mode, and then add things as we go.
Stuff I won't spoil for your sake unless you want to know.
Well, there's also two other viewers to consider. Like I said, for me, I don't mind. So, spoiler alert in case you know may want to mute. But go. But what are you referencing though? I mean, try to keep it a little vague. Because I mean, you know, this stuff's out there. You know, this is game talk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and to me, it's not a spoiler necessarily because it ain't out. It ain't here. Nothing's been promised. So to me, it's just jibber jabber. You know what I'm saying? You know, the proof will be in the pudding. So it's like put up. So you're good. They need to put up a shut up. You know, but yeah, you don't have to shut up. But yeah, I mean, what's on your mind? But yeah, see this fidelity mode. Like normal PS5 is way more choppier than this. You know what I'm saying? And may not even I'd say it doesn't look quite as good to a speck of a degree. It's like, oh, I can taste a little bit more pepper this time in the sauce. But like the frame rate dip that you have, like I don't like not having smooth panoramic. Now, if you don't mind that compromise for whatever benefit you feel like this extra fidelity is giving you, I can respect that. But for me, I'm not seeing enough quality over what was in the performance mode in this fidelity mode to make it worth it. You know, we can go on over here just for shits and giggles and see what's up, but and then once we see something that you know that feels good, we'll go ahead and do it in a test.
Locations, big threats for future games.
Okay, cool, bet. Yeah. I mean, like I said, there's a whole lot for them to choose from. And I mean, you know, the fact that they're just even referencing anything like that kind of gives you hope that there's going to be something. Now, what that something would truly be, how much of that something, when it does get here, would truly be. But I mean, you know, they're going to keep making games. You know, the thing is just I hope they can really find a little bit more confidence to break out of the stereotypical envelope that they put themselves in with these games. It's got to be Batman, Spider-Man, or Superman. You know, and shit, we haven't seen a Superman game in fucking forever. It's got to be Batman or Spider-Man. Batman or Spider-Man. And every so often you'll get something else. You know, maybe as an individual title or some kind of standalone title or or team up title type thing. Like in Kill the Justice League with the whole Suicide Squad.
When I say big threats, I mean threats that makes Venom's invasion look like a everyday Tuesday.
Oh yeah, right on.
What's up, Wadidja?
Right on. I mean, because you got, you got mad threats that could be introduced in these universes. That, yeah, of course, hell, no, the big boy behind the symbiote would do some serious shit.
Need to be recharged.
So yeah, there's a lot more bigger threats to be fought. I mean, to me, when you see things with Venom or whatever, it's a good introductory as to what may be coming up. Or sort of a wet your whistle, I guess you could say. And then here we go, we about to hit you with some good stuff. Big threats. But the hero needs to level up. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, definitely impressed with the PS5 Pro did with the Spider-Man. Although yesterday's broadcast was done at the upload. Well,
It'd be interesting if Null Ghost make an appearance in the games.
Right on. But yeah, my Spider-Man video yesterday test was actually done at 30 frames per second. But to be honest with you, the quality wasn't off from what I normally have when I broadcast at 60. So I feel like it was a happy accident to kind of have it being done at 30 frames per second to actually see what that looks like with the PS5 Pro. I don't know who would really want to do that, but it starts you out default, dude. You're so irritating, man. I swear to God, dude, the immunity bullshits in these games, in this first Descendant, is just so stupid. Just irritating. Not a challenge. Just fucking irritating. Kick your bitch ass. Immunity off of what? I gotta hit this fucker in the little dot on his fucking head behind the fucking shield. This is just so ignorant. He's got a face shield on that you have to shoot around or use abilities to hurt him. Punch his bitch ass. This is just stupid. Look at that. Look at the immunity. I can't even get to the purple thing, which I think will stop the immunity. I can't get a good angle on it. Where the fuck did he go? Dude, what the fuck is he doing? You gotta be kidding me, man.
Shields are offline.
Damn, it's just irritating. But yeah, I'm not feeling this mode.
Shields are down. We need to be recharged. Charge.
Yeah, it's a lot of choppiness. It'd be interesting to see this footage when the
as it would be to have Insomniac's Marvel Universe to have as many games as the MCU has moves. Reality is most AAA games tack.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, the future's bright. It's just a matter of time and money, and of course them taking the chance with various different titles and ideas. To me, I don't know, they really need to have a bigger focus group or test the point of an idea or something to be like, hey, y'all want to see this? I'm, like, yes, 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 versus just, hey, we're just going to do another game and not consult you. I guess maybe they do some focus groups, but I don't know. Let's just see what this frame generation is like. Damn, I can't do the ray tracing option unless I go back to the title screen. Okay. Well, let's just try and frame rate generation, see what that looks like. 9 out of 10, that's going to be janky.
So I doubt we'll get like 30 Marvel games from them, as cool as that would be.
Said, yeah, maybe in about 30 years. No. Yeah, I mean, it's like you'd have to have other gaming studios in on the point of it in order to do anything like that. Other gaming studios would have to get rights to the content and what have you. But if it's other studios gaining rights to, say, less tested ideas, you know what I'm saying? That'd be okay. You know what? This frame rate generation in this Fidelity mode is nice, actually. It's like it smoothed out the Fidelity mode. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't test this combination of options out yesterday when I fucked up my broadcast. But this is pretty nice. I mean, now you're still getting that, like when you're panning left or right, you still get that sort of blurriness in the letters from a distance. And of course, when you stop moving, it's clear, but you got to deal with that weird blurriness to anything that's readable. But like the frame rate of the character's movements is not choppy the way that it was without the frame rate generation. But like I said, performance mode didn't smooth out anything because I guess it, was already up to snuff.
Shields are down. They need to be recharged.
I want your opinion on an idea I have. How big would a Marvel and DC crossover games universe be?
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, they used to do that in the comic books every so often. That would be great.
Let's go.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? To me, the sky's the limit. I mean, but I've always been a superhero, comic book, anime, animation, sci-fi, fan. So, and I'm not very discriminating as long as it's good and captures my imagination.
My bad typing.
Okay. Said I'm talking about a he. How big would a Marvel and DC crossover game universe be? Did I miss your question or misunderstand? I'm not sure if you got a question or was that just a suggestion? Yeah, this Fidelity mode The frame rate generation is nice, as long as you don't mind.
Just a mistype on my end. Sorry.
Okay, cool. No worries. As long as you don't mind the blurriness of the letters when you're panning around. Huh. Okay. Are we getting some? Yeah, we are. Well, let's go ahead and try out the other option. But yeah, once these videos get uploaded to YouTube, they will process the video up to, you know, to HD quality. I don't know. I feel like I notice a subtle difference than the live broadcast, and you know, even when it's processing, you're still getting a live broadcast image that has not been up processed or processed to HD and secure digital. Okay, so now we can put the ray tracing on. But yeah, it's just even in the quality of this image here, I just seem to notice more detail than normal. But then again, like I said, this is fidelity mode, not performance. So you're definitely going to see more of everything one way or the other. All right, so let's go ahead to our mission here that we've been testing. And I mean, I know it's a little dull per se to use the same mission over and over again, but number one, I need the materials. Number two, I need to get this.
I was talking about a shared Marvel and DC universe, similar to the mega slate some games with crossovers between both companies' characters.
Oh yeah, 100%. I know what you're talking about as far as the crossover stuff, because you know, from comic books. I mean, like, I was a big comic book collector back in the day. I mean, like, I had a $200 habit a week. At one point, it was bad. And you know, of course, they had crossovers in those situations. You know, of course, between the titles and also in between the universes every so often, which was cool. So yeah, I'm of course down with the crossovers. So we're doing ray tracing, fidelity, and what's it called? Frame rate. What? Yeah, frame rate, frame generation. God, I wish they had a better explanation of what the fuck that is. But it seems to generate frames. You know what I'm saying? Because in the fidelity mode, it's, you know, I was seeing a little lag or frame drops, you know, panning my camera around.
Duo games, like Batman/Spider-Man, Superman/Thor, etc.
Yeah, of course. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I said, I'm very familiar with the whole crossover circumstance, universe or title-wise. Yeah, 100%. It's a win-win, you know. But can the licensees that hold their the copyrights agree? You know, can they do something like that? And if they do something like that, they don't give us some lame shit from some like C or D tier list fucking characters. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, would be cool, you know, just for the point of it. I mean, of course, it'll be as good as the writing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, is it shit that people relate to and are hype about or ever found interesting or provocative? So, you know, time will tell. But yeah, it's a good idea, and I'm sure they have it on the drawing board. But whether they decide to draw it up past that point, who knows?
Mostly duo games, some ensemble games, maybe some shows, films, books, and merch.
Yeah, I mean, the sky's the limit as long as they give it the green light. Um, I mean, to me, these are really good ideas, and it's, you know, you ask yourself, why are they taking so long to get to it? Um, you know, it's you know, I think a lot of it has to do with who's holding the keys to
I'll stop it. Shields
you
are
know,
offline.
the copyrights, and
Shields are down.
can they get together and agree on the point of it? Um,
Back away.
yeah, I mean, ray tracing on, frame rate generation, fidelity mode. With the ray tracing on, I'm starting to see a little bit of frame rate drop when I'm panning around. It's not as bad as it is without the frame generation. Um, but I mean, I can see a difference.
Shields are offline. Loading. I need to be healed.
Well, you just need to kill this bastard. Yeah, like I said, the anything that's going to reduce the frame rate is a no-go for me.
Rule for only even number games, like 2, 4, 6, etc. I doubt they'll accept odd number games, like 3, 5, 7.
I'm trying to understand what you mean by odd number games. Don't doubt they'll accept odd number games like 3, 5, and 7. 3, 5, and 7. What do you mean, in a series of games like Spider-Man 3, for example, or something like that? Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the ray tracing shit. Now I'm willing to try. I want to see if we can go with this fidelity mode with the frame generator. I want to see what like the 400% infiltration missions are like, because you got mad enemies, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of shit popping up all over the screen. So that'll be a good way to see what's up. See, I turn this off. Also, too, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind turning off the freaking damage numbers, but a lot of times that can help illustrate.
My bad, odd number as in the main characters in the game. I don't
frame
think
rate
they'd
drop.
allow 3 DC characters and 12 Marvel characters in one game.
Depends on the copyrights. I mean, that's all I can say, and the story writing, of course. Copyright and story writing. Those are I would think would be your biggest obstacles in any concept to bring to the table, as well as, you know, what the investors and producers are willing to take a risk on. All right, let's try 400% infiltration and see how well this performs on the fidelity mode with the frame generation. I'm feeling like the regular performance mode with ray tracing might actually be a way to go. But let's see how well this performs. And where are we at with leveling? 33. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute, do I have? making sure I got mods in this shit. What?
Then 2 Marvel characters, and 16 DC characters in other game. Strictly stick to having 4 DC and 4 Marvel playable characters in a game.
You said the Marvel, the 2 Marvel characters and 16 DC characters in other games. Strictly stick to having 4 DC and 4 Marvel playable characters in a game. Yeah, I mean, you know, simpler is oftentimes better. You know, but definitely to kind of break away from the single and a duo circumstances is refreshing, for sure. I just realized I really don't have a lot of mods going on here with this always, and I'm not really sure which way I may want to go with this. I don't fucking know. Let's just put something in there like that. Tilly.
Which would suck, cause I want to see a Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man crossover on a big game scale, or even in a film.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
We'll call it the superhero trinity.
No doubt. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just so many ideas that could be had. It's beyond scrumptious, man. And it's such a shame they keep they are sort of breaking away from telling the same story over again, but they can't seem to break
Since
away
they're
with
the big 3 of superheroes.
right. They can't seem to break away with the same heroes or restarting, well, so to say, starting over with the same hero. You know, it may not be an origin story over and over again, but then they restart the hero in some other way with some other title with some other company. Insomniac, and has done a great job with evolving the point of time within the character, and of course with the Batman Arkham series, they've done really good with not restarting you. I mean, like I said, I haven't really focused on working on this build just yet, so like, do not pay much of this any mind. I'm just sort of slotting in something real quick without a lot of thought. It's still too much. Is that what? Dude, come on, let's put something in there. 12. Wait a minute. Oh, I can only put 3. My bad. I'm doing my math. I'm not even paying attention to the math. All right, so right, we're gonna do the 400% shifts. Yeah, because we can use stuff for little digger. Little digger. Not little digger, that's Stellar Blade, my bad. Is ETA 0. Let's far as what he has to offer. We'll take a look at that too at the end of the broadcast. We'll cash in a few things, maybe grab something if we have enough. But yeah, like I said, this fidelity mode, like in Albion, I kind of was noticing a little bit of frame rate drops as I was panning around with, even with this frame generator on. So yeah, we have 2 Freynas in here, so I'll just be keeping up trying to get pickups. They'll probably be nuking most of everything. To your death.
You're next.
Yeah, so far so good. Nothing. Nothing to fret about on performance-wise.
I've got a funny little idea for an animated film that I'd like to share if you don't mind.
Yeah, please go right ahead.
Shield is down.
I just literally fell off the edge.
Shields are down. They need to be recharged. Down. Shields are down. They need to be recharged.
I keep falling off the edge of this dumb fucking cliff.
Loading.
Where's that 4th person? Oh, there they are.
You're next.
I got you.
I need your power.
You're everybody's savior.
A film called The Knockoff. It follows some of the characters that Marvel and DC ripped off from each other.
Okay, cool. I'm listening. I don't know, don't be giving no ideas away that might be really worth some money. You might want to put a patent on it. You know, a cheap way to do that is to email yourself the idea, or write it out or type it out and mail it to yourself and don't open it. You know, time, you know, put the date, all that. But yeah, federal date on a postage stamp is a good way to mark that, as well as like emails as far as proof of concept and when you thought of it. But yeah, so far so good. It's nothing that I'm like. I mean, I'm sort of jibber jabbering at the same time too, but.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm not really noticing a lot of lag or anything that's necessarily feels compromising to the gameplay in this fidelity mode. With like I said, the frame you got for me, I feel like you need to definitely have the frame generator.
Having those characters team up to form the knockoffs and face off against some of the villains both companies ripped it off.
I want to read that statement again. I heard it, but I just want to make sure I heard everything correctly.
Shields are down. Need to be recharged.
I gotta keep up too. Let's see. Having those characters team up to form the knockoffs and face off against some of the villains both companies rip off. Yeah, yeah. Good one. Good one. Kind of like a breaking the fourth wall type thing. I think that's the term. The right term.
See you later.
Let's go. Oh.
Sentry, Red Lion, Black Spider, Darkwing, and more. Throw in Deadpool and Aquaman to make it more entertaining.
Haha, that's great. I haven't heard Darkwing being mentioned in a long time. That's great. Darkwing Duck. I used to like that shit too.
Stopping their attack. Shields are offline. Shield.
Well, definitely enough activity to keep me busy.
Come fight me. Freyna, down.
pulling through it, pulling through it. But yeah, I'm really shocked to see this Fidelity mode perform like this. This is nice. I'm not sure if it's going to carry over to all the modes, but heck, the alternative is nothing to worry about as far as just going performance mode.
Have them face off Agenus, Thanos, Lord Havoc, and Guardian.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Reload.
Now, wouldn't be one thing would be awesome to see on the Power Fantasy thing, like just for whatever reason, you know, they write it right, a face off against, you know, Supermen per se, I think what's his name, Guardian, like you were mentioning, Superman, you know what I'm saying? All those type of characters would be dope. In one game. Did somebody go down?
Hell of a ride.
Hell yeah.
Shields are offline. Got it ready.
Guardians A Captain America ripoff BTW.
And where the fuck is the goddamn man?
Loading. Shields are down. Need to be recharged. Damn it.
Centauri is Superman, Red Lion is Black Panther, Black Spider is Spider-Man, Darkwing is Batman.
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, it's such a shame they don't take risks anymore like that. Like back in the day, I could see them totally doing something like that. But like, I don't know. It's like once they like they found some particular safe bet with stuff, they're like, oh, okay, we don't want to take any more risks. It's like, come on now. There's so much that could be had.
Thanos is Darkseid, and Lord Havoc is Doctor Doom.
Man, it'd be so nice to see stuff like that. They're being chinchy on my ammo. took us a little bit to get
Fun
through it,
fact,
but
DC has a write-off of Deadpool called Red Tool. Hilarious in my opinion.
no doubt. Yeah, the spoofs are always great, in my opinion. About the only spoof that, well, I mean, depends on how they write in Bizarro. To me, Bizarro, sometimes the spoofs on Bizarro get to be a little lame. But that, I don't know, Bizarro's not necessarily considered a knockoff, though. And he just see the way he's written seems like a knockoff. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Let me go ahead and test out the performance mode with ray tracing and see which I might prefer. Because like I said, the only drawback with this, like I said, is just how when I pan from left to right, like the names just kind of blur out. I don't like that. Outside of that, it's crisp. I mean, but
Deadpool
it's
be like, bitch, if you're gonna rip me off, do it right, motherfuck.
right. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, it'd be interesting to continue to play it in the fidelity mode in this until maybe I run across an issue where it's like, oh no, the frame rate's horrible. Might test out a void intercept. I mean, I doubt if it's going to let's see that much of a issue because the void intercepts are like.
Deathstroke be like, tell me about it.
I can use a crystallization catalyst blueprint. Deathstroke. Yeah, man. Gosh. There's so much cool shit they could be doing. I mean, to me, like I just really appreciate having my imagination captivated, or being able to live out, some particular dream or wishful thought towards, some fan favorite character or whatever. But yeah, they just don't take that risk like that. You get an energy activator. Weak against electricity. I don't know. Maybe we'll do void. Let's do the void intercept at the end because there's too much shit to have to rearrange right now. We'll do a void intercept just to see what option, what that looks like with the final option that I'm gonna stick with. Let's go out here. Switch this back to the performance with the ray tracing, and then do another 400%, and then see which maybe to settle on. But yeah, I'm glad I did this test again because like I do not remember having this combination of options, testing out this combination of options like I'm doing here. Or if I did, yeah. This frame generation is the key. It really is the key on fidelity. Performance, I don't like it. I mean, I don't think it's necessary. It's not doing anything outside of giving me something negative in regard to the wording just blurring as I'm going back and forth. But the ray tracing seemed to work. So let's give this a go. But yeah, I tell you, with the first Descendant, man, I mean...
It'd be funny seeing the originals beating the shit out of the rip-offs, but I'd rather give these characters a chance to have a great story.
Yeah, it's all about the story. It's all about how it's written. I wouldn't want to see one side win more so than the other, per se. Maybe they could give a back and forth a little bit between whichever team of characters wins. Or they could even just have them, not all in a team together, couple separate, maybe one or two together. But yeah, it would be cool. Let's see. That's the one we just did. I guess I guess we should probably do the same way we just did so we have a proper comparison. Yeah, let's just do it again. Give us a different set of rewards this time. Yeah.
A story of teamwork and self-acceptance. Despite being rip-offs, they can still be worthy heroes and characters.
Yeah, you know, that redemption story arc is always a good one. I mean, you know, but it's also too refreshing to see the anti-hero story arc where they're not necessarily looking for redemption, but they looking to fuck up whoever's the problem, in whatever manner that they do that has them being some type of an anti-hero,
Transform!
rather than an antagonist. But I mean, you know, it's a shame that they really aren't offering in too many games where you're the actual bad guy. But I guess they want to curb society away from that type of suggestive aspect. I mean, it's, you know, they kind of want to have these good bad guys, these anti-hero type scenarios if they give it to you. Like even in like Grand Theft Auto, like you're a crook, grant you, but like, yeah, you can on your own run around and do some fucked up shit, but the storylines that they provide for you are these anti-hero type storylines where you're not really the bad guy, you know. But yeah, like, I'd say the last game I remember playing where you were pretty close to a bad guy was what was that shit called? Oh my gosh, I can picture it in my head, it's on the tip of my tongue. Damn. You could transform yourself into look like different people, but by the time the end of the game was on, at the end of it, you were basically wiping out everybody in the world. God, dang. What is that?
Well, I'm sure Deadpool and Aquaman don't need it, since they're more popular than the original's low.
Right. But you know, this knockoff concept that you're bringing to the table, would be great if they included knockoffs from like the Boys universe as well. That would be great. Because, you know, they have their knockoff versions of characters, whether it's the Deep for Aquaman or Homelander for Superman. Because that's a pretty good universe that they've created in the Boys concepts of things. Prototype. That's the name of the game. Prototype. Part 2 was you were even more of a bad guy than you were in part 1 in a way. But yeah, by the end of it, you were like this walking apocalypse, bro. This shit was dope. But yeah, they don't ever really want to give you the full-fledged bad guy. It's gotta be some redeeming quality in it. It's like, yeah, I'm a bad guy, but I'm going against a real bad guy, and I really don't do bad shit. I'm just not a nice person. That's what it seems like more often than not. When they do invite the point of a bad guy type character. You're never quite the antagonist. I guess that's another way to put it. You're still the protagonist regardless of your disposition. But yeah, hopefully the first Descendant gives us more of what they seem to promise in regard to storyline and character development. That's what this conversation is reminding me of. But more importantly, I swear, man, they got to get this inventory shit together, because it's it's criminal the way that this system is in the game that just forces you in a lot of ways to want to have to buy fucking inventory space because they ain't gonna beat you're never gonna.
For that film, bro could definitely beat the Avengers and the Justice League. Lol.
Right on. The deep. That's funny. But yeah, the man, I've kind of lost my train of thought now. But yeah, like I said, with Warframe's just, I mean not Warframe, the first Nexon is just, like I said, just corrupt with the layers in the system of their game that just that forces you to want to have to purchase extra inventory spaces. It's just, it's over the top. And to me, if it's one place they give you a fucking break on, it is this goddamn reactor shit. Like, you know, the one thing they could do us a favor on is stop giving us confounding substats that don't apply to anything whatsoever. Like, there is no such thing as a fire descendant that also too has poison attributes. Like, you'll get a reactor with substats with fire and poison, or it's a fire reactor with electric and fucking cold on it. Like, what the fuck is this? And all it's doing is eating up your fucking inventory space. And I mean, regardless of what materials you can get from it for breaking down, it's still not worth the point. You know, and yeah, it's just terrible. Of course, it's baiting and putting off the actual point in which you will get what you want. So, you know, I'm so glad they took the fucking lasers out of this fucking mission. Oh my god, they were so annoying having to jump through all that horse shit just to get from one point to another. Like, come on, let's keep it moving. But yeah, man, I'll be spending like, you know, how many fucking shits I got in my inventory, because I don't, you know, they work on that FOMO, fear of missing out bullshit, and you're sitting there going, okay, well, let me evaluate the fucking stats, and let me get the better of the best, and, you know, oh my gosh, what if I might, you know, need this or that or the other. Like, sincerely, like, if you don't need a particular thing, or you're not using a particular thing, do not worry about having it in your inventory for the point in which you think you might, unless it's got some bombastic god roll stat. Other than that, let it go until you need it. Until you fucking need it. Weapons, reactors, fucking any of it.
Question, what's a game you desperately want? Doesn't matter what it is.
So what game do I desperately want? That's a good question. Let me think on that. Let me think on that. Dude, do not tell me I'm out of inventory space. You can tell me since I've played, I've collected over 200 fucking items. Get the fuck out of here. My man jumped off the edge with that shit. That was ridiculous. Yo, I cannot believe, bro, like, this fucking inventory shit. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Speak of the motherfucking devil. I'm still thinking on that question. I will comment shortly. Hang on. Let me try to get rid of some shit out of this shit. Weapons are the easiest thing to kind of go through. I want to double check the stats on that. I mean, like I said, don't need to keep it. Weapons, I mean, unless it's the ultimate weapon, just, keep these weapons, load them, get the master rank when you level them up to proficiency and let them go unless you like it in some extraordinary way. But for me, I decided to keep one of each because, like I said, I feel like I still am deciding on what all I want to really stick with. I mean, so many things about this game is still changing. You don't know what they're going to do regarding one thing or another. And so, like, if I got some decent stats to put up with something, then let's just go with it. Um, you know, but again, I'm in this inventory bind, spending fucking mad caliber on fucking inventory slots, and 100 inventory slots cost 2,500 goddamn caliber. Like, it's retarded. What game would I want to see? Like, I mean, one thing that I've always liked, the idea of now they could give it to us in a Superman game. Like, there have been, like, if they had to use a main character from some main source material, there've been several Supermen throughout the history of the concept of Superman. And I wouldn't mind seeing another Superman game, but one where he can't fly. But everything else is pretty much in line with what's up. I'll be honest with you, you could do with the kryptonite bullshit too. So that's the reason why I'm thinking like a clone would be cool if they wanted to go with this with the Superman copyright aspect of things. But to me, it kind of harkens back to what I've always liked was the original concept of Superman. The original concept of Superman, he didn't fly. And it made everything he did that much more dynamic because he would have to rebound off of things to stay in the air to fight shit. Similar to how the Hawk fights, it was a lot like that, except for because he could propel himself so far and so fast, and he could just straighten out his body and it looked like he was flying. Unlike the Hawk, the way he jumps far and fast as well, Superman is far faster than the Hawk, more often than not. But yeah, it made him look like he was flying. Like, I'll be honest with you, looking at the gameplay on this, between both settings, like, I couldn't tell you which one I prefer. I'm gonna have to really play back the game footage to see. I mean, I would say off the rip.
Can you show frame rate in 400% mission with Freyna? Me personally, I've got to. I want a series of Superman games, main and spin-off games, with the same quality as the Arkham and Insomniac game.
Right on. Okay, Ultimate Freyna. Yeah, I was using everybody else's gameplay with their Freyna to see what the lag would look like. But yeah, good point. We'll go ahead and give her a run and see what's up. What is this shit? Fallen Hope. Do we have one? What are we dealing with here? Yeah,
Do
tech
as I say, if you want to
and
live.
Tech and some toxic and tech. Do we have a Fallen Hope? Is that what this is? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Just so happened to be the one that I wasn't sure about. But what the fuck? Look at this shit. Non-attribute. Man, fuck you, man. Ain't nobody. Man, toxic and non-attribute. That's that bullshit I was just fucking talking about. These stats is shit on this. So this isn't really the best way to go with any of this here. Yeah, let me think. Wait a minute. Let me do it like this. Let me just get her preset. Yeah, because this is 400%. Because yeah, so we got the reactors. I mean the components right here for her toxic skill power, and also to assault rifle.
My second one, a trilogy of pirate games with the same overall quality as Red Dead Redemption and Ghost of Tsushima.
Hang on one second.
Do as I say.
Second dimension. Do I have another Fallen Hope? Let me check this real quick, and I'm let's see. My second one, a trilogy of pirate games with same overall quality as Red Dead Redemption goes to shit. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. That'd be real nice. But is it on a level of Red Dead where it's kind of recreating more real life situation, or is it going to be something where they have sort of abilities and powers like a One Piece type thing? Fallen Hope. I don't think I have another Fallen Hope mounting. Yeah, it's the only one I got. Yeah. Why does it have that clover on it though? Oh, maybe we leave this. I don't know. Let's just leave it like that. So yeah, this is the build I'm working with on her for this. Range is what I seem to have been stressing for the most part so far, as well as survivability. Now I put a lot of materials into this. You know, we did a energy activator, and we did also do a crystallization catalyst for a mod slot. Did we? No. Have I added? Wait a minute. I don't think I haven't added a.
Do as I say.
Hold up. I know they simplified this and did away with these tabs they had on the side, but I really liked them because it was really easy to see what's up. Wait a minute, I'm looking at the fucking weapon. With your socket changes. Okay, so no, I haven't added a crystallization catalyst to her yet, and I'm not sure exactly what I would be doing with that, but I guess I could. But I'm not ready to re-level her up just yet. So I'm just gonna leave this be, and let me delete some more of this shit. Tell you, man, this inventory shit with the Descendant, at first Descendant, so time consuming. I hate it. Literally hate it. And I mean, the Division, as far as my experience with, like, you know, dealing with, you know, a lot of inventory bullshit. Like I said, the Division was not
quality with the story, writing, and voice acting of RDR2, mixed with the fast-paced combat of Ghost, plus the grounded Misty.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, you gotta bear in mind, with quality like that, it'd be hard to have a miss for anything somebody would put out. And yeah, it'd be hard to have a miss. Um, yeah, but the only stat I consider on this, because you can want to run it re-rolling for everything else, is like your firearm, because it's like a little hard to determine, or try to remember like what each weapon has, what's going on. Do you want to cater to his strengths or improve his weaknesses or whatever the fuck? It's just too much to keep up with for this kind of simple shit on these weapons. So to me, I just simplified it and was like, okay, I'll try to get the god roll firearm attack, or unless I get some multiple stats that are god roll and something, I'm just going to let it all go. But I have one of each one of these things already favorited. I haven't received any, they haven't been introduced any new um, regular weapons that aren't ultimate. So it's, I don't have to second guess the point of whether I have it or not. So it's just a quick evaluation of the stats.
So with these pirate games, I would like it to be an anthology trilogy.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. Take after that. The vast and lengthy storyline that One Piece has delivered. But it'd be nice too if they don't go in any one pure direction, but give you some elements of humor, lightheartedness, power fantasy, realism, and serious tone. A real nice mix of that would be great. Boy, look at all this garbage. Trash, 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 trash. But yeah, it's going to take me a second, maybe a day or two, but I'm definitely going to put freaking timestamps in for this shit. So that in case somebody wants to bypass the inventory check. But I mean, to me, like, seeing the different stats and possibilities for the drop chances is a good thing too. Because you oftentimes don't get a chance to see that, and you just see somebody pop up with some god roll, and it's like, well, what all did you go through? What other bullshit did you have to have that god roll? And what are the recombinations of fucking drops that he fucking tend to give you? When you get gear,
Since pirates
how often do you
existed
get
around
anything
the
that's
world,
considered a
I
god
would
roll?
like the first game to be set in the Caribbean, the second game in China, and the final game.
Take you around the world to some exotic locations. Right on. All right. Okay, that should give us enough space. Okay, so we are going to be testing Ultimate Freyna in, what's this, performance mode with ray tracing on. And like I said, for posterity's sake, well, we're using a different character. This is kind of a different scenario. So let's go on over to this different 400% infiltration. Just test this, because we'll be testing it out twice between both preferences at the moment. Like I said, performance with ray tracing, and then we'll switch over with high fidelity, fidelity mode with frame rate generation, but no ray tracing. Yeah, tis good, yeah.
I know pirates are most iconic in the Caribbean, but I wanted games in different countries so we can have new weapons, location, enemies,
Yeah, wherever there's been a large body of water, has always been some type of pirate going after the booty. Yeah. Yeah, if I can get myself in a position, it probably won't really see her much in action because of the way they're sort of ahead of me until we get to the end. Kind of not much different than what we were doing in regard to when we had Ajax. By the fact that they got a head start on me here. Yeah, see, they've done some optimization in general for anybody playing the first Descendant when it comes to, you know, the frame rate drops that they would have when multiple enemies are spawned in these 400% missions. So they've been making improvements in regard to that. But it'll be interesting to see.
Since different cultures fight definitely, you can have the protagonist of each game fighting differently from the previous protag.
Right on, of course. And also to help evolve their combat system and gameplay. You wouldn't want to have them too divorced from each other, but it's different enough to be distinct and you'll see a little bit of frame rate dropping, I think. I think I did. But I mean, this is like I said, this without the ray tracing performance mode looked great. And to me, didn't seem necessary. Like, I'm still not sure if I've seen an example where whatever ray tracing may or may not be going on in this game is noticeable or evident enough to be worth it. I mean, I don't know. My eye may not be as fine-tuned as it may need to be. It may be showing itself in her outfit or her costume, the way the gold's reflecting light. I'm not really sure. It might be.
The Caribbean pirate could fight wildly, the Chinese pirate fighting skillfully, and the Indian pirate fight with brute force.
Right on. Well, I mean, though, saying the Nordics, Viking, Nordic people, essentially. They're considered raiders. I mean, they were pirates, too. Essentially. Just don't typically reference them as pirates.
Feel the pain. See you later.
Some of the odd pirates love the Vikings.
You're right. I was shooting the shit out of that Eugen for some odd reason. He looked like an enemy for a second. Same team, man. Same team. Yeah, I mean, no real complaints. To have the extreme quality of performance mode and ray tracing, I can't knock it. I'm just wondering how well it transfers to you, the viewer. Like, does it improve the quality on your end? I mean, that's kind of like where I'm at more so. Like, the quality on my end with the PS5 Pro is great. So it's just a matter of like, well, what's going to improve the quality the most on the viewer's end or the final product? And I know it's not going to improve it, but so much because of the compression and as far as what's being uploaded to YouTube. But still, I mean, my thought going into this, and seems to be holding up, just not as much as I would like, is that if you have the input product better, your output should be better. I don't know. It seems to be, but I don't know if it's like $700 worth in that regard, as far as being a broadcaster and having that final output.
RDR2 and Ghost level quality game with Vikings, exploring Scandinavia, raiding rivals, building your clan, etc.
Right on. Yeah. It'd be a very good involved system that would be keeping you entertained in it. Depending on how they set it up, provide some nice, I don't know if replayability is the right word, but ongoing play, recidivism to the title. Okay, so now we're going to try fidelity mode. Turning off ray tracing, but we turn on frame generation. Like I said, I like that as well. Alright, let's see what we get.
The quality of your streams looks good on my end.
Excellent. Yeah, live, because I'm not really able to see it quite, especially when a lot of stuff is happening on the screen. Are you getting some fuzziness in image quality because of, I don't know, however much, it seems like high frame rates to a certain point or a certain amount of activity kind of causes this fuzziness in the image of my video image of myself, as well as the gameplay image. And I was just kind of wondering, like, when you're watching it live, do you get that? Some of that can kind of go away a little bit once everything gets processed. But it just seems to be the nature of just broadcasting, unless you have a degree of latency to your upload, which would give you a little bit more time for the image to process.
Nah, looks good overall. Haven't noticed any drops so far. Looks good.
Great. Definitely thank you for the feedback. See, I'm really not noticing a lot of any weird dipping or any much of a difference in, well, like I said, when that performance plus ray tracing with Ultimate Freyna versus Ultimate Ajax. Again, I'm not really seeing her abilities being used with so much because, everybody else wiping shit out. I don't know. I like to move quickly. I like to get through the game fast, but I'm definitely not trying to race it. Because I want to get the drops, bro. I need the materials. I want all that shit. Want the gold. Want that Kuiper. Yeah, performance with, excuse me, high fidelity with the frame generation. It, like I said, I'm gonna have to really watch it back to see if I notice a difference. But yeah, I mean, with your request there, are you noticing much of a difference that would be an issue? Or a preference even? Like, I'm not seeing it. I would definitely say that yes, fidelity mode, is it like crystal motherfucking clear? Yeah, fuck yeah it is. Like, so like, I mean, in a way it's like, if it isn't causing a problem, like shit, why not just rock out with fucking fidelity?
Now this would be a controversial choice, just for the setting alone, but
no shit.
Ghost of Tsushima quality game set in Africa.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of missed opportunities. There's a lot of missed opportunities. For sure, for sure, for sure.
Hey, things are about to get pretty serious, but you do you.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready.
Feel the pain.
Bomb installed.
Yeah, with their optimization improvements that Nexon's given, as well as the performance improvement for the PS5 Pro, like, it's like, I mean, I've never seen this quality before from PlayStation. Like I said, it borders on what I've seen, you know, PC gamers put out with a good rig, and we ain't nowhere near that kind of price range. And yeah, so I mean, sure, would it be better? Sure, if you spent 2 to 3 times as much, sure, all day. You want to deal with all the maintenance and all the bullshit that goes along with having a motherfucking PC, and like, to me, it's a pain in the ass. Like, I used to do some PC gaming back in the day, but like, it's just a pain in the ass. It's cool. I love the versatility. I love the creativity you can have, but the way you put yourself out there for viruses, hackers, oh God, like, and then also too having the maintenance assistant update the shit, cost involved in the spyware, and you know, you gotta update your drivers, and if you want the latest, greatest, I mean, you're gonna put out another $2,000-$3,000 or some shit for the next graphics card, and the next fucking motherboard, or the next goddamn motherfucking ass sound card, and yeah, it's just all this shit that's just, to me, a motherfucking pain in the ass and a headache. I mean, some people love it, you know what I'm saying? It's a hobby of theirs. They love the challenge. They love, piecing it all together. That's cool. It's similar to like cars, for example. Like, I did the thing where, I get some aftermarket fucking ass this or that for the car, and the rims and motherfucking body augments to it. And, that shit's a pain in the fucking ass, man. Trying to get that shit to fit properly to your motherfucking vehicle, and having the motherfucking get this shit painted, and having that shit fucking match, and then it's just like pain in the fucking ass.
Long before European contact, a great combat system, open world, it would all be cool.
Right on, right on. Let's see. Yeah, it would be, oh fuck. It would be cool. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was going to be okay. Thank you. That was my bad.
Damn it. It won't happen again.
That was my bad. That's right, Freyna. Let them know. It ain't going to happen again. Yeah, but I tell you, man, Yeah, it would be cool. I think in a way it would be probably good if they made it a fantasy type thing rather than necessarily wholeheartedly based on reality. Because a lot of times, you know, I mean, just pay attention. I'm not trying to say it's all about racism or some shit like that. I'm not trying to go there with the whole politics of it, but nevertheless, it's just paying attention to what is being done. Like most time when you involve in people of color, especially that of Africans or anything related to the point of it, African American, whatever. We're not talking about indigenous people. And the bone they throw us when it comes to the power fantasy is oftentimes shitty or riddled with crap. You know, the best we have at the moment is what, fucking Wakanda, the Black Panther, or whatever the fuck. And it's sort of like, yo, that's a made up fairy tale bullshit, but that's the only time where you're going to get it halfway decent. And even still, we talking about some herbal plant eating motherfuckers to get their superpowers. We're not talking about those natural born superpowered beings like you have in, you know, way oftentimes displayed with other ethnicities. And you know, and so, but yeah, they invoke it on a real type tip more often than not. They just put the portrayed as villains. You know, and even still, even when it comes to the power fantasy or the you know, the make believe of things, they're oftentimes displayed as villain. I mean, and that has been the really popular trend of late. Like most of the superhero movies and shit like that, and you know, even when comes to video games, except for Miles Morales, if there's a black character in there, they're a bad guy, especially if they're of any worth as far as their power level or ability. Or if they're on the good team, they're a fucking simp in some kind of way, shape, or form, or just beta. You know what I'm saying? Like A-Train and the motherfucking heroes, or Mother's Milk on the good guys team. Like, yo, you beta, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Mother's Milk was neurotic as a motherfucker, and A-Train just a bitch. So, so like,
get a post-credit scene where the Europeans come knocking, setting up a sequel.
right? That'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, if they made it inspired by history and real events, but then just made their own fanciful sort of thing, that would be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And hopefully they don't derail it from history as bad as they're doing with the fucking Assassin's Creed and, you know, the Black Samurai shit. Nigga, like, I understand you be all inclusive and
Do as I say.
you know, you want to be
If you want to
on
live,
politically correct according to everybody, and then nobody at the same time. Like, okay, I guess. I guess. It'd be different if
do as I say. If you want to live,
they gave you a completely different black character in feudal Japan, other than the reference to the direct historical character. And if you want to have him asexual or whatever the spectrum, go right ahead. You want to have him be a samurai, full blown, and then he doing stealth tact. You know, he's doing this stealthily in feudal Japan as a black man. Like yo, nigga, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, so much about this shit. Oh my gosh, no wonder I'm having issues and dying. I had the wrong goddamn build on. Oh my, no wonder she was falling on her ass. Oh my god, I'm glad I looked. So what are we going to go for? We're going to now try.
I personally like to see a historical depiction of Africa, similar to the historical showings of RDR2.
Yeah. I mean, to me, all could take it around the world. I mean, shit. The world is a magnificent place. But yeah, definitely. I mean, simply because you have a different aspect of terrain and landscape in which you're working on and unfamiliar with as well. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, between the testing is, I want to continue playing on the fidelity with the frame generation, to be honest with you. Just simply because if I can run at peak in some way, shape, or form and not have any performance issues, that'd be fantastic. Now, I feel like...
But mix that with the semi-mythical combat of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, like I said, give a fantasy element to it. Definitely. For sure, for sure. Like, I feel like the refraction of light on her outfit is a little bit more dynamic with the ray tracing on in the performance mode. But you really it's not like you got to focus hard on it. You just have to pay attention to it. But as far as like, I mean, it's like you could pick her up out of the fucking ass screen to me. Just how the quality of this fidelity mode. See, I think I'm going to go ahead and damn it, I didn't change over all the weapons. Fuck. Missed out on that proficiency. Whatever. And that was the whole point of changing over the fucking reactor. Oh my god, I got tied up in the conversation. Whatever. The whole point was really just to see the graphics and how they would handle, you know, her going at him with her abilities. But at the same time, like, you know what I'm saying, they've made a lot of improvements since they first came out with this 400 level mode of the game. So, I don't know. Like, it's hard to know just how much the PlayStation Pro is adding to that point. It is. And not having lag or frame rate drops. But just how much I see a difference. But again, I haven't played too much on regular PlayStation since they made that adjustment to their optimization for these 400 level infiltrations with all these enemies floating around. Oh yeah. That was the other thing I wanted to try. I wanted to see what this looked like against avoid intercept. So let me give you something real quick and easy without a whole lot of to do. Who don't like Toxin? Okay, I got rid of it. Let's just... Well, let me do it on public. I doubt if anybody's going to be doing this shit.
I love that they're bringing in Silk for SM3, but a part of me wishes it was Gwen instead.
Well, they teased the point that it could be Silk. They haven't confirmed shit. Who the fuck knows what they going to do with the Marvel Spider-Man, bro? Like, Insomniacs. I mean, who knows? I mean, but yeah, would it be sleek? Would it be sexy? Without a doubt. Do I relate to female characters as a cisgendered heterosexual male? Nah. But do I like the enjoyment of playing a video game with a female running around doing what she doing? Sure. Would that shit be sexy and badass to do some Spider-Man swinging and slinging? Well, that was over so damn fast. Maybe I should try something on hard. Yeah, I'm not really noticing any performance issues whatsoever. No energy activator, okay. Let me try a hard version of something that might be
If she doesn't become Silk, then there's 0 point with Cindy being there.
Well, yeah, but then again, it's 0 point to. Well, I mean, yeah, I get you to 0 point, but at the same time, fanboy service. Most all of these fucking cliffhangers, in my opinion, I chalk up the fucking fanboy service until they do some shit with it. That's plain and simple. Because I mean, within every universe, more often than not, in these multiverse type bullshits, you're gonna have another version of a character. So just in her, that version of the universe, she hasn't gotten the Spider-Man, a spider bitten by a spider, or the spider abilities for however means, or they're yet to happen. So no matter how you go with it, they could be like, well, it just hasn't happened yet, or they'd be like, oh, we just didn't decide to pursue it yet. But yeah, they just need to commit to the point of the shit. And, for us to be like, yeah, that's what's going to be the what's up. But until they do, man, I don't trust these motherfuckers. But yeah, it'd be super awesome. I mean, especially with this day and time where they constantly want some man to run around as a woman in one way or another. Hey, that's your bag. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. But if it's not, they start to run out of options. But yeah, definitely to have us running around as a Spider Woman for sure. That way, they put a little sexy fit on it too. And I mean, the whole concept with Silk is just super provocative too, because she's supposed to be some aphrodisiac.
She was a double before Ghost Spider was even a const. There is no Silk without Cindy.
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, to me, Cindy is a far more provocative Spider-Woman character than Gwen. Although Gwen's cool. She's definitely cool. She's hip. She's fly. But the provocative nature of Cindy and the fact that she, supposed to be the perfect mate for Parker or some shit is just dope. Or is it Miles? I forgot which one now. Either way they go with it, man, that shit would be great. I know y'all should have grabbed onto that motherfucker, damn it. Yeah, he pissed. I'm just mad. But yeah, it'd be interesting too is if Somniac decides to write in that point about the whole mating of spiders thing between Spider-Man and Cindy, Silk. Hopefully they do, and they don't decide to skip out on that point. Yeah, I ain't seeing any frame rate issues or nothing. Like I said, with this Fidelity mode,
something tells me they'll remove that aspect of her character, unless they want an M rating.
well, nah, they can get away with it. I mean, they showed Peter Parker and Mary Jane smooching out on the Ferris wheel and getting us a little celebration on. They showed Venom molesting the shit out of her ass and turning her into fucking Scream. Venom was straight violating and disrespecting Parker all in his face. What it is. This shit was crazy, yo. Tongue was out the head, yo. It's just nuts. Anyway, but yeah, they could get away with it. It just, if they do it right and don't take it too far, it'll be fine. No worries. Yeah, but I can't complain. I mean, and it's cool to get this super high level of quality to the image. Although, like I said, the only part about it is see how I'm moving around and the words look all kind of choppy. That's the only thing I'm just not too fond of. Let me do one more test and go to I'm gonna run that mission again but I'm gonna switch it back to the performance and the ray tracing. Because like I said, if I could do without something that I don't like,
If they did keep that,
I'll
it would
do
have
that.
to be with Mills, since Peter is an adult, and Cindy seems to be Miles's age.
Right. Yeah. That's why I mentioned Miles because of her age. Right, exactly. To have that circumstance pop off between her and Miles, sweet. Also to provide a little, good tension and drama between him and the female he's interested in now. So yeah, great. It'd be great. Can't miss. So we gotta go back to the title screen again. It's such a pain in the ass to have to change goddamn settings like this each and every time. Yeah, like I said, the future could be bright if they get on it. And I mean, people gonna spend the money, bro. So like, hopefully quality studios, whether known or yet to be known, get on that bandwagon and money train. Because with all the cinematics and this, that, and the other.
Up both of their parents since it'd be pretty awkward.
Nah, not necessarily awkward. That sort of thing goes down. But I get your point. I mean, it would be another reinforcement to them not being together, which would be a shame. I mean, why not? Why not? Why not let that ride? Fuck that being an obstacle or problem, unless she turns out to be the wrong kind of bad girl that he can't fuck with. That would be the catalyst between them not being together. More so than their parents dating. But yeah, would that be another plot element of awkwardness that would be great to write in? Sure. Easy win, but yeah, it would work. Okay, so, right, we want to go ahead and try that one again. Because like I said, when I'm moving back and forth, like, I don't like seeing the choppy blurriness of the letters. Like, I can understand I have to stand still to, like, clearly read it, but the image to sort of jump around the way it does. Now, my character doesn't because I put on the frame generator, but, and I mean, looking at the outfit, like I said, again, it's just this hair difference. And just how much like I could feel like I could lift her off the screen between performance ray tracing and high fidelity with frame generator. But like I said, with the ray tracing, I see more gleam and shine in the metalwork, and the light does refract off the outfit that in a brilliant way, at least for me on my end. I like to hope it's translating to you, the viewer, too.
Sound ridiculous, but there were some leaks for SM3. Imagines of silk swinging throughout the city.
Hang on 1 second. There were leaks for. Oh, really? Really? They had leaks of that, or did somebody like bullshit and doctor up some shit to make it look like that? I could picture that more so than than leaks. Were you able to vet that point? Because I mean, with AI and all the bullshit out there now to make you think you seeing something that's not really true is not funny. Hey, play nice, buddy. Damn.
Yeah, genuine leaks, a whole new character model, plus a whole new section of the city.
What? That's crazy. Shit, do it to it then. Let's go. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'd love to see it. But again, you know, it's like, let's make it happen, man. I mean, hopefully with that much effort that's gone, that much effort has been put in it, it will be a thing. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. Like I said, with every, you know, as usual. Well, not usual. More so than ever, actually. I mean, it has happened before, but just more so than ever, the aspect of inclusion, and, you know, like I said, to have female Spider-Woman dedicated game, not just one of these sort of multiplayer, you know, live service games where you know, she's one of a roster of 50 characters where you get to play a female Spider-Woman or something. I think they have Gwen available in one of these games that's out now. What is this? Piercing light. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, I'd almost say I might. I think my final decision is going to be performance mode, ray tracing, and I'll, you know, once the footage gets processed, I want to see, you know, if there's a difference on that end as well. Because like I said, I like to provide the best quality I can through the broadcast and preserving the memory of things
there
as
are
well.
definitely cut content from SM2, specifically with parts of the city, so they could be using the cut part as a test.
I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, I'd say, well, then at the very least, they have a little something to test out as far as proof of concept and the point that, yes, we want it. So yeah, like I said, this looks great. So yeah, this will be the what I'll continue on. Where are we at? Because like I said, going to Fidelity with frame generator to keep the character and everything else in the environment from skipping around, it still causes the lettering, anything you have to read, to sort of skip, and I really don't want that. But now having performance mode and ray tracing on.
Early testing of Silk, it definitely looks like a female body. You can definitely tell that's a female body.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. So yeah, with the. I mean, unless I run across an issue, there's no need to turn off the ray tracing. I believe it is giving us something as far as quality, but is it necessary? No. Is it nice to have? Yes. Will it translate to the final product on broadcasts and uploads? TBD. To be determined. Oh. Yeah. That is a D. To be determined. So yeah, let me see. Like I said, as I said, I want to see what we got in here before we go. But yeah, if there's any further questions though in regard to or something you want to see in regard to the options.
Concept art got leaked as well.
Sweet concept art, right on. But yeah, if it's any other graphic combination choices or character in particular and their abilities with regard to graphics or whatever, let me know. I'll run a mission with her real quick with them before I get off. Get offline on this game, but I'll see. Yeah, I'll be back shortly with another game to test the performance of this PS5 on, I think, The next one I think I may want to test
Green Goblin, and the other with Silk.
is Wukong. Okay, cool. Green Goblin, nice. What is this? Peacemaker. Wave of Light. See, I wish they'd let you know how many you have of your own of this shit. That would be nice. I mean, but in order to figure out if you have this shit, you gotta back out. Perforator blueprint. Do I have one? Like, I hate the fact that, I mean, they really need to improve certain things like this. They need a search option in the fucking reactors, as well as getting rid of Ironia's fucking
Silk looks a lot closer to her 616 counterpart in terms of looks, but it is concept art. It could definitely look different in the final game.
Right on. Perforator. So we do not have a perforator blueprint. Shit. What was the other crap? See, this is too much back and forth to go through to figure out whether you have something or not. So Wave of Light and Peacemaker. We're talking about synthetic fiber and nanotubes. Synthetic fiber and nanotube. Oh, this is clairvoyance. Peacemaker. Okay, so I got the synthetic fiber. Hold on. Right, so I have the synthetic fiber for that, and Wave of Light nanotube. Wave of Light
Plus
nanotube.
Goblin looks like a literal goblin, mixed in with a lot of tech, which could also change in the final game.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got 6 of these motherfuckers. I only need 5. And what was the other one? Shit. Clairvoyance polymer. Clairvoyance polymer. I got that too. Okay. Well, I mean, I could use more, but I at least need to, I'm trying to worry about just getting one or whatever the fuck first. So yeah, we did not have the perforator blueprint, so we'll get that too. Do we have enough for that? Yeah, okay. Sharon, SMO. We're good on that. Equipment slot 60 fucking. I mean, yeah, I like to have these things too, but I almost want to hold on to it for next week or whatever. That's the first time I noticed the time limit thing. I guess you gotta wait to a certain period before you can sell it. No? Whatever. I don't. What is that symbol supposed to mean? Whatever. 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 What? Ever. Okay, so I don't have any of this. And oh, I can sell one of those. So I gotta make regular Glee and regular Epic because I bought the ultimate versions. I I have Kyle. Wait a minute. Let's just do this shit by name.
A part of me still would have preferred Gwen to be the third spider person, but a bigger part of me likes Silk being the third spider person M.
And, you know, that's where she makes the hookup with Miles, and then Spider-Man 4, we control 4 characters, and that's when we get Gwen, and then that's when Miles and Silk make their little, you start, you know, they're dealing with their parting of ways. Right. Did that give us enough to do anything? 16. Okay. So we got Blue Beetle, Blueprint, Ancestress Devotion, and Relic. Oh, Secret Garden. Ooh. Polymer. Secret Garden Polymer. Secret Garden Polymer. But yeah, yep. I can completely understand where, you know, Secret Garden. We got Polymer, so we don't have the nanotube. We'll need more than one of them, but as far as buying it, like I said, want to get what we don't have. Blue Beetle. Wait, Blue Beetle Blueprint. Blue Beetle Blueprint. Blue Beetle. Shit, I got 5 of them. See, it's just like these fucking games.
We still got Gwen as a spider person, but realistically, I think this trilogy will end with Peter, Miles, and Cindy.
Oh, right. Got you. Well, like I said, they're not going to let go of the concept, so it'd be interesting whether they make a Spider-Man 4 or just start a whole new title. I know, like I said, it's like if they continue on with the Spider-Man character as a standalone game, I can't imagine why they would change the titling, whereas it wouldn't be Spider-Man 4. They could, but what's the point? Unless they want to make this a Spider-Man trilogy and then period end stamp is done and over with. And so like the next title, if it dealt with Silk or Cindy, for example, Cindy, Silk, or Gwen, for example, it would say Gwen or Silk versus Spider-Man or Spider-Woman or some shit like that. Or maybe they might just go with the Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl thing. I don't know. Be interesting to see. It may not be politically correct enough to call her Spider-Woman or Spider-Girl. So they just go with Silk or Gwen. But yeah, like storage slots. I'm almost wondering if I should hold on to my shits. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Well, I don't have enough of fucking storage slots. Like I said, the fucking weapons are what I need the most. And I have all these. But yes, do I need more of one version of them to build up their attribute? Yeah, but having one of each to begin with is what I most need. So yeah, we'll leave it off there with that. And
I have to head out now. I'll catch you later. Have a good one, bro.
Yeah, you do the same. Thank you again for stopping through. Great conversation. Hope this has been helpful as well as far as the demonstration on things. And I'm about to end the broadcast myself and
Thanks for the talks.
Take a little break for a second, and I'll be back probably about like 30 minutes and start up with Wukong to take a look to see what the improvements are like with the PS5 Pro and what settings I may prefer to go with. But just like the level of detail to see, what is that, a number on the bottom of that etched? Or no, that's not a number. It's just detailing in the metalwork. It's just great to just see right off the bat without even straining the eye, the level of detail that you get with all this. It's great. So yeah, well, like I said, we'll leave it off here. We'll go back to the title screen and close it out. So yes, once again, thank you all for viewing. Please take care and enjoy, and I'll be back soon.